Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Transport Fever 2 on my mega urban map, which is where we have a load of big clusters of cities and they are going to grow really big. So in the last episode we got our first passenger lines set up for trains and some bus routes to accompany them, and yes, safe to say they've been a massive success. In fact, so much of a success that they've been absolutely overwhelmed with passengers. I now have 4 passenger trains on the stopper line between these two on the intercity as well. I've paid off all the debt. They are making a lot of money, but we just can't get enough trains on them. And this is just a sign of things to come, I think, in this series, because we are going to have problems with capacity. These bus routes, I'm slowly adding more vehicles to them, so until they stop having capacity issues. The one in Moneytown, just needed a lot of buses, but stuff is happening. Right, in this episode I really want to focus on cargo again. We've got the whole of Moneytown to deliver cargo to. We've got this cargo station here. It is ready to start accepting construction material, although there isn't a train line for that at the moment. So we need to build a road here. I am actually just going to spend an awful lot of money on some terraforming. So yeah, by an awful lot of money. Yeah, that's all gone now. It's a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to destroy that road. I want to get rid of that road, but once again, I've just put myself into debt doing terraforming. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But yeah, okay, pause. Let's just do some smoothing then. Because I want this area to be a bit flatter so it's easier to get stuff in. There is a big hill there, right, so that can go up to there. That can extend down to there with a road there. There we go, right. So it'd be nice to get... Could we get a road through this little bit here? Should we sink it enough? Because it does go under the bridge. There we go, that worked. Hang on, let's just make sure it bends neatly. And then you can go into there. There we go. So, it's going to be Moneytown. Let's get a road to go around here. We don't want to obstruct this because it's going to have to go into a tunnel, I think, anyway. But we will have lines coming out this way. So, what we actually want is one massive... Okay, this thing is massive, but something I got for the workshop. It might, actually be good for us, though. Maybe we want the smaller one. City, whatever. Transport, no, whatever. City old, technically it's still old era. And this has, if we just add a line to it, 4 terminals, that will do, I think. Let's just scrap that line. Actually, no, we don't even need to scrap it, we will use it. So, if we just get a road out of there, there we go. So, where in the entirety of Moneytown, which is a big area, do they want the lovely brick/construction materials? Stop around here will do good for there. Looks like the entirety of Moneytown wants their stuff as well. Stop over there, that'll also cover a good bit of food. If we do 2 stops in Moneytown West, if we just... yeah, that and that, we could cover most of the area in there for both cargo types. Moneytown East, I'm thinking stop there and stop there, which then covers some of that. We then want maybe a stop there, and a stop there, and a stop there, and a stop there. So that's a lot of cargo routes, because I think we do want an individual route to each one. So that's going to be for both food and construction material / bricks at each point. So Let's make every route use all platforms. But yeah, and it can go out in and out different ways. So I think by default that one's a bit neater if it goes in that way. Yeah. So let's just call it Money Town Cargo 1. Because guess what? There's going to be Money Town Cargo 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so on, so on. So that next one we can go to there, and again, let's put that default on 2 just so it goes in that way. It's a bit neater. So that's Money Town Cargo 2. Then we've got route up to there. You know what, why not? Let's have a go at 3 by default, though, once again. All platforms as an option. And that's Money Town Cargo 3. So, you can see how this is going to go. Next one is Money Town Cargo 4, which goes over to there. Yeah, we can keep that one as number 4 by default. So, Money Town Cargo 4. Next one. That one there. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it 2 by default, that's fine. No, actually, no, let's go back to 1. Just so I can remember it. So that's Money Town Cargo 5. Then Money Town Cargo 6. I can barely see that. But yeah, whatever. That's 2 by default. Also, if we split out which platforms each of these are on, we kind of spread out which platforms the cargo is waiting on. That's one effect of whatever the default platform is. Money Town Cargo 6. Right, 7 then goes. If we can have 7 that goes to there. So that's doing that. Yeah, whatever, number 3 by default. So that's Money Town Cargo 7. Then over to here is Money Town Cargo 8. In case you're wondering, the reason we're doing this is because we literally cannot put a cargo train station everywhere where cargo wants to go to. So we're just going to have one centralised cargo hub here, and then deliver everything from there. Right, Money Town Cargo 9, this will be the last one. Okay, whatever, that actually can go on. Let's put it on number 1. But yeah, that's Money Town Cargo 9. So, 9 routes. Got new trucks. We want the all-cargo ones probably for these deliveries. Yeah, so we're going to want... Okay, we don't even have enough money for this right now. But I think for now, we get 4 on each. So, another 4 on number 2. 4 on number 3, and they're not even going to be used until we get a train delivering cargo into there, but we may as well have these ready given we are making enough money to support these running empty for now. So we need another 4 for number 5, and then we want 4 for number 6, and then we'll want 4 of these for number 7. 4 of these when we can afford them. When we can afford them. Come on, money's coming in quite fast, so hopefully it won't be too long. Wait for a train to arrive somewhere. And now we've gone into debt. Okay. Remember these are going for number 8. Just need to remember that. So... yeah, let's just be patient. 4 of these for number 8, and then 4 of these for number 9. Right, at the moment we don't even have a food set up anywhere. We have got a construction material set up. It comes from here. We've already got the line to deliver it to Moneytown. We just don't have a train on there. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to put a train on there. By the way, I also just added bypass lines to this station between episodes when I was adding more trains. Just think it is better to put cargo trains on the slow lines, because by the time you get into the more modern eras, passenger trains will be faster. So I don't want them to hold up fast passenger trains, but at the same time I don't want them to get held up behind stopper passenger trains. Let's put the bypass lines in here. That'll probably work, right? What do we want out of a train? So we want the best locomotive and see how much cargo we can get. So, be able to go up to 50 miles an hour. We want it to stay as good power, I think, so 144 capacity would be, I think, pretty good. That's 10.4 million. If we just started with 120, that's going to be 9.3 million. Right, come on, trains, move some passengers. I hope we haven't, like, run out of passengers. That's kind of a legitimate worry. But no, it's probably still ages off. Yeah, I think we're just being patient. We've got more expenses with all the trucks, and more expenses without them actually delivering any passengers. No, not without. Of course, they're not delivering passengers without them delivering any cargo. So it's actually going to head to Moneytown first, which kind of, yeah, that's the positioning of that depot. But given this isn't producing any for Moneytown yet, we'll need another delivery of stone, and then it'll start going right. While we're at it, I want to get another stone setup done. So, this cargo station here, I'm intrigued. Let's turn off catenary. Why would I want to place platform roofs on this? Just a genuine question. Right, let's put that there, and we'll see what we can do here. So, we can bring it into here, go in that direction. See what I might do. Bring that out like this. And then bring it through here. And then it's going to need to somehow go under or over everything else. If we just brought it to there, track constructions, one of these lovely compact tunnel entry things. You can even make it curve a bit. So that one's curving the correct direction, yeah. There we go. Probably curve slightly more underground, shouldn't it? 10.1, that'll do. And then we probably just need to bring it. If that's already going, just keep it flat till there. Then we might be able to get. If we just rotate this around, see if it can connect. There we go. That's going to need a bit more of a turn, isn't it? There we go. And then it can join on there. So that's actually grade separated from the other lines. So just put a signal there. There we go. And then let's get a new line from there to into there. And then that's Money Market Stone 2, I think. And what I'm going to do now, I think. Okay, Moneytown Bricks has got some stuff. This line here, Money Market Stone 1. These have got the best locomotives, but okay, they have got better carriages as well. Good to check. Right, these are getting overwhelmed. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to remove any from that line. I'm just then going to get this one here set up with the first one train and let them kind of balance themselves out. Whatever. So there we go. Because at the start this will be producing less for this, because this is only doing yeah, this is like twice the amount this, like no, 3 times the amount this one can ship. So, at the moment, that's going to be going around there. Okay, so stone is waiting then. That should hopefully mean there's less waiting here. Which I think there is now. Good, right. How are our passenger lines doing? I think we might... Okay, so this number here is actually, I'm going to be honest with you, going down. Because between episodes it was in the 800s. This number here is going up. So let's get another train on that line. And then I think the stopper will get another train as well at some point. I've done a decent job of spacing out the first train to put on there. Which also means if I've done a decent job of spacing out now, I don't need to worry about that as much later. Right, why on earth is that? Yeah, like there wasn't a signal there, so both trains were waiting for that. Let's just get some more signals on here. Actually, let's put this one here. There we go. Hopefully it navigates. I think it does navigate to all the platforms as we would like it to. Yeah, so this is now running up behind the passenger train. Still is annoying that we have this little merge here because the bridge didn't work. If we just did a little bit of terraforming here, but we could put a fourth track on this bridge. There we go. And then connect that up. Connect that up. It does do that by default. We can keep the crossovers in because why not? Right, the bricks train is going back to get more. Just the passenger train has already left here, so it wasn't doing a bypass, but whatever. Yeah, it's just busy, busy, busy on the passenger lines. This is actually finally being profitable. This line here, the shuttle service. And finally, I think I've got a bit of a grip on that bus route there. Oh my god. Okay, some of these lines have too many trucks. Number 4. You can say bye-bye. Yeah. Also, if we're shipping construction materials to Moneytown, there aren't as many here. I was also looking at, like, what if we just replaced all of these with the new cargo trucks. I think we've got enough money. And these can also be these ones, which do 16, I think. Is there any difference in, like, this? Let's just get the ones with more capacity, even if they're more expensive, but then we can also just rebalance the number of trucks on each line, because obviously we're not going to need as many if A, they're high capacity, and B, we're sending some of the bricks away. There we go. Right. If any of them which are having trouble filling up, that one there, gone. That one's filled up quickly, that one has not. You can go. That one is filling up fairly quickly. That one is slow, yeah. That one there, nope. This one here, struggling. This one here, no. This one here as well, no. This one here, slowly is. This one here we can just say, no. This green one here, probably not. This blue one here, it's not gonna fill up. This yellow one here is being slow. Got that one's not gonna fill up. That yellow one there. Let's sell one of the yellow ones here. That green one there can go. So can that yellow one to be... Actually no, this yellow one here. Probably the same with this blue. That's green, filling up slowly. Probably don't need this one or this one. That one ain't filling up quickly. Bye. Yeah, let's get rid of this one as well. This one. Yeah. Bye bye. one's loading up with reasonable pace. That one there is not going to get any. That one there also not going to get any. That one there also not going to get any. Really. Then that blue one there can probably go. Let's go. Yeah, not going to need 2 greens in a row, are we? Just if they're waiting. Okay, that probably doesn't need to be there. Neither does that one. Neither does that one. And neither does that one. And probably neither does that one, but we're going to keep it in. If we've got plenty of those stacked up, and probably enough of these stacked up, let's just move them around a bit. Which is causing a backlog. So it was number 1 that hopefully we've got some. Yeah, we've got a few number 1s in. Number 2 doesn't seem to have much demand. Let's leave this for a while actually, because we have got really quite a few trees. Meanwhile, we have got an awful lot of money and an awful lot of bricks waiting on the platform. We can clone this. Where is that train? I'm worried I'm not going to space them out very well. That's not carrying much at the moment. This line here. Let's get a 5th train on it. How's this bus route doing? Not really the busiest. I think we'll keep it at 3 buses. I don't want to reduce the frequency too much. So this one here. Yes, the trains aren't perfectly spaced, but whatever. Okay, so I think this still ain't going down. Yeah, I know. We're really struggling on some of these train lines to move everything, and that's going to be one of the big challenges of this series. It's going to be we're not going to have enough capacity for everything. Right, just going to wait, okay, because we have told them wait until you're full. So they're not getting full quickly, so that's getting filled fairly quickly, whatever. Let's get rid of yellow. Yellow is struggling. Green is struggling as well. This vehicle here, you can go, and so can this one here, because you're in more of a traffic jam. Yellow is struggling, so you've got the one in the traffic jam, you can get sold. So it's orange at this point, so there we go, yeah, green. But like, I've just reduced the traffic congestion as well, so I feel like that's also playing a part in. And these vehicles are now faster as well. Right. Right, so there are loads of bricks waiting here. Right, let's get a 3rd train on that. And then we'll go back to passengers again. These trains are just so busy. Okay, so I think intercity next. Yeah. So hopefully these trucks will be moving stuff around, but we kind of got to wait for train to deliver the goods, the bricks, whatever, the cargo. I'm tempted to get all the trains here and add 1 extra passenger carriage to all of them. That would get them all to 140 capacity, and hopefully that should be the end of capacity issues. Because also, here's the thing, we're going to be extending these train lines in the future. We're going to need more trains at that point, but so, like, if some trains are not quite full right now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. They're still probably going to be profitable. If they're not quite full, there'll be more chance of picking passengers up at intermediate stations. We don't want to be leaving passengers behind. But yeah, What is a big ask, though, is getting 14.9 million in the bank right now, though I don't think it's impossible. We are making money pretty quickly. So, should be fine. But yeah, we're now just waiting for more trains to arrive at their final destinations. That one just has. This intercity is about to. Oh, was that a new one that came in empty? Yeah, it probably was. But yeah. Is this green bus route? Yeah, seems to finally the passenger numbers seem to be under control, so that's good. So, oh, we're already, I was about to say we're already at 11 million, and then we just had a load of expenses come out. We're already at quite a bit of money. So, yeah, no, it shouldn't be too much longer to wait until 14.9 million. There we go, we're into 11 million now. That one's about to drop off a load of passengers, we're already at 13. There we go. Right, every train, passenger train now, apart from the shuttle service in Money Market, which is a bit different anyway, but should have more capacity for moving people now. I feel like we should be a little bit more flexible on what platforms they can use here. For now, we're going to extend at least some of these routes, and then the layouts will change anyway, but it also just meant that I realised that one couldn't come in while that one was coming out, and in all honesty, it should be able to, probably. Right, so that's good. If we got, ooh yeah, lots of stuff waiting here now to be collected. We might need more than 4 trucks on some of these lines, which I fully knew. I just thought I'd get 4 on each line to get it going. I think they are slowly moving stuff, and that should mean that, yeah, Money Town Centre, for example, yeah, wants to get to 2,000 already, and it's 1914. This is gonna be a bit of fun, and by fun I mean extremely annoying to keep up with all of this. Right. I'm now going to have a look at food. So there is a simple food processing plant here. By simple I mean it's simple because we have also got more complex setups we can do in this game. So for now, what I'm going to do, I could get a train line round to here, couldn't we? For cargo. Yeah. I guess you've got more complicated stuff we can do, like grain, to make it into food. But yeah. So Money Market East Food Processing Plant. Where's that? Here. Yes, you can see what we can. I'm actually interested in using the more complicated one now, particularly as I think this one will connect slightly more easily onto the main line. So just get 3 tracks at 240 meters. I'm going to put it here. We're then going to extend the main line out of here. We want a proper bridge, not a fake bridge, please. What could we do? We could do like a proper brick viaduct. This one is actually going to be the main line track. Let's just bring that in like that. And then do that. And then just make that go into both of them. Just because it can. And this is going to head up to towards Cashville, which is quite a long distance. Which for now, we're just going to make it go. Oops, that's not what I intended to do. For now, we're just going to make it go straight for a bit. It's going uphill as well. You want to not forget about that hill, right? For now. And actually, we could do with bringing the train line tracks up to here as well, because then we can send trains over to here. Actually, nah, I can't be bothered. There are good roads around the place. So I'm not going to bother. For now, we're just going to use this station here for sending food out. So we want a real tunnel, not a fake tunnel, please. Let's get that type of tunnel. It's going to take a while to actually bend in. Yeah, no, that's fine, actually. Right, we are then going to make sure this is in 4 tracks. So we're going to make sure there are crossovers and whatever. So at the moment the middle platform can do both ways and the side platforms can only do one way each. But I think that's fine for now. And then this is going to run up to get parallel with this. That's going to be quite a steep uphill, isn't it, out of that food plant. Got to make sure those trains have enough power in them, and then we'll probably just merge in one. So construction not possible, so we'll merge in 2 parts, because it isn't actually letting us merge in one part and stay at speed. So we'll merge in 2 parts, there we are, like that. And the other direction we don't care about for now. So we just want to make sure signals are set up. So we've got one going in there. One there. We can even have a signal here, because don't forget they've got this length here until that point. Signal for merging here is actually down here. That's the signal for splitting there. We can just have signals there and there then. And there. And we can do one just there. And then, yeah, got all the junctions here to go through. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, at this station here, put exiting signals for every platform. Just because cargo trains can be running through. Right. So that's also. How do we already have 50 million? Gosh, right. So, country roads. I'm actually going to just redirect this one just because I don't particularly want it to be going straight across the town. Once again, let's actually select the thing we want to connect to, please. So let's just do this. And that, yeah, that'll do. So, we're just going to get standard truck stops here. 2 platforms, as long as they can be. And then, probably standard here as well. I mean, I'm thinking we're actually going to do this with, like, 2 trucks. Is this 2 to 1 or 1 to 1? That's 2 to 1, so you only need them to drop off here when they're going back to here. Right. So we can then drop off here, and then we're going to create a new road that just kind of wiggles around here, so that we can then go back to here. There we go. We can bring a road down here, and then actually that road can connect like that. Oh, whatever. Right. So it's going to go there, 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 there. Right, so every point is going to be able to use all available platforms. And there we go. So I'm not going to tell it what it's picking up at each point. I think I can already trust it. So there we go. Let's get some trucks on that. So nearest depot's all the way over here. Let's get a more localised depot for this. Even though they can come from there, it's just we're not going to be able to quickly respond to like, oh, we need more trucks or whatever. Right. I can't do it, so we're going to need the all cargo, and we're going to get 30 of them, not 340, 30. There we go. Line 1, which we need to name as money. We're going to call it Money Market. I think that's alcohol, technically. That, yeah, alcohol. I'm going to call it Money Market Alcohol, just because the end goal of this route is to produce alcohol. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, these are all going to get bunched up. Right, let's actually dictate some stuff. Let's get a full load. These 2. I only want it to wait for 2 minutes, though. Max wait 2 minutes. Just to spread them out a bit. I'm going to just say Money Market South number 5. You're not going to load anything. Just because I don't want it loading alcohol there to then take round the whole loop. Right, so we've now got them all queuing there. In fact, this one seems to be producing more at first, but yeah, whatever. And then we want a line which takes food from here, platform 1 and 2, but not 3. And that's going to send it all the way to Moneytown. That's also the default platform for the other route. Let's put it on number 1, default. And that's going to be Moneytown food. And potentially Moneytown food 1 in the future. But yeah, we also want food in Money Market. So let's actually just give this some extra picking up platforms. Money Market Alcohol, we're actually going to restrict that to only use platform 1. Only platform 1, please. There we go. And then the rest of the routes picking up will be from the others. So we then want to locate truck stops of food. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. One there. So that's 4 routes across 3 platforms. Let's just put an extra platform on this side. Let's get some buildings. This is going to be a mega cargo stop, but whatever. Let's just do that. There we go. Right, so this still uses platform 1, yep. So from 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Money Market. No, not to that stop. I've just realised it's that stop there. So that's Money Market Food 1. Then we want from 3, but also 2, 4 and 5. To go to, I think it's this one here. And that is Money Market Food 2. From 4, yes, but also 2, 3 and 5. We want a route to here. And that is Money Market Food 3. And then from 5, please, but also 2, 3, 4. Our last route over to here. Money Market Food 4. Right, we have an awful lot of money now. So each of those routes you can have 5 trucks each, so 20 in total. Buy, and then we'll get more than 5 trucks eventually. I just want to start it off with 5 each. Food 1, food 2. It's really helpful when you have only give options of lines you can see. 5 for 3 and 5 for 4. Right, and then we want a train for the food as well. So steam was still probably better with this one, definitely. Still got the same carriages. We want boxcars for food, and we want 120 capacity. Let's put 1 on there now, and then we'll continually adjust that. So this bus route now. Let's ramp back up again. There are no new buses as far as I'm aware, so let's just get another 5 buses. Feel like it's just delivering more passengers. The train's delivering more passengers now. Yeah, so I feel like we're finally actually getting on top of these train routes. The shuttle is full. Yeah. So if that's getting full, we should add an extra carrot. Okay. The carriages we were using aren't available anymore, so let's just use those carriages, raise it to 84 capacity. There we go. It's not a very fast train, but it'll be fine. Right, this route still seems to need more trains. Should give it another train. This one hasn't. Yeah, I sense that this route still isn't getting full, but it's doing alright. It's just ticking away slowly. Once again, I think the train's moving more people. But I think this route... let's get another 5 buses. They should be relatively well spaced out based on the fact there are so many of them. So that's an in-city. That's not full. It's almost full, but it's not full. Do we need another stopper? Train. Yeah, one more, I think, is appropriate. We've got enough money to be spending on all of this stuff. Right. It's now 39 for Moneytown food. Is this line in demand of any more trucks? There's plenty waiting there. I wish I could get more and say go straight there. Now we can see. If we just get another 10 will be enough for now. I mean, everything will upgrade and then we'll need more, but yeah. Should we just get... Yeah. Did they not come out of that depot? They come out of that depot, whatever. Where are they going first? Moneymark East, sidings. Oh, wrong one. Actually, there aren't so many waiting there now, whatever. Okay, this bus route. Did we add any more vehicles? No, we're going to get an extra 3. Right. The bricks are really... Yeah, we have got just had a train come out. Another one coming in. Okay. Not too bad. I think things are going well, and I think this episode's probably already been long enough. So, thanks for watching. Do any of these... Okay, Moneytown Cargo 4 seems to be a busy one. Let's get one more on that. I think for now, I'll just adjust these between episodes like I always do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.